ブリーチ
Okay, let's read chapter 159 of Bleach. Long way to say goodbye. We're starting here, volume 19, The Black Moon Rising. Yoruichi and whatever her name is, Soifon, having a fight. Just notice that there is a chapter in this volume that is purely in color. So stand by for that. That's chapter 162. But for now, long way to say goodbye. Hopefully it's not a lot of talking, but probably that will happen. Naze? Why? So Yoruichi unleashed this attack at the end of the last chapter. Naze? Naze washi ga kono waza o ima made onushi ni mise nakatta ka? Wakaru ka? Okay, so why me, this technique up until now to you not showed? Do you understand? So do you understand why I haven't shown you this technique up until now? Konna. This sort of a thing, or like this can't be. Bah. She's probably about to say bakana, like impossible. Sore wa kono waza ga amari ni kiken sugiru kara ja. As for that, meaning why I haven't shown you this technique up until now, this technique excessively too dangerous. That's why. Because this technique is too dangerous. I guess this is Bakana? Impossible. Yose. Stop. Okay, so I guess she was about to like do the attack, and this is Yoruichi coming in saying, Yose, stop. Kono waza wa mada onushi ni wa hayasugiru. As for this technique, as for this skill, still, as for to you, it's too soon, too early. Okay. Hanki soul sai. Hanki soul sai. This is like, I don't know. This hanki is not going to be an actual word. This is like counter demon or anti and then demon. But kido is the term for their magic casting. So this could be like the counter the kido type of thing. So let's just double check here. Hanki, I don't, yeah, so I don't see anything that's like hanki. And then soul sai is like joining and killing, or like combining and killing. So again, that doesn't seem like, oh, offsetting. Okay, so that is a word. So offsetting, counterbalancing, that sort of a thing. So she did something to basically like cancel out the technique, I guess. Aite no kido ni, oh yeah, so this is the explanation. Aite no kido ni, doryo no gyaku kaiten no kido o butsukete shoumetsu saseru. Okay, so to an opponent's kido, to the opponent's kido, again, kido is their term for the magic spell or magic casting. Same quality and the same amount of like reverse turning kido. What would gyaku, like counter balancing. Yeah, like spinning the opposite way, backspin, countering. Butsuke and shometsu, destruction, annihilation is made to do. It makes annihilation, destruction of Butsuke. Okay, knocking into like the counter spin kido with the same amount and same quality into the opponent's kido. So basically like hitting it with the perfect amount of reverse mirror image. これだけの剣速、これだけのキロ圧に対してそれを順次に just this thing, the kensoku. Kensoku. I'm not getting that to come up. This is another one of their special words, right? That ken is what do you call it? Why am I blanking on that kanji? It's not that one. It's got the hand beneath it. Okay. All right. All right, that's what I want. So is that it? Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, there it is. Oh, it's kobushi. Kobushi. I was thinking of something else. Okay. Well, I was thinking of a different, something that looks kind of similar to that. Okay. With Soko here is actually speed. So with just this hand speed or this fist speed, and koredake no kido ni, and just to this kido pressure, like I guess taishite normally means to oppose, but it can also mean in regards to or being directed towards that. Maybe that's it. With just this hand speed and directed towards just this kido pressure, in an instant, that thing, ... I guess, like, again, annihilation being done. She did that in just like an instant. こんなにもたやすく even or also this to this sort of a thing, like easily. This is like gin or giso or no, what is that? Giri. Oh, that's her gritting her teeth. Giri. Naze da. How or why? Watashi wa kisama yori tsuyoi. As for me, more than you, strong. Like how? Why? I'm stronger than you. Watashi wa kisama o. As for me, you. Ba. Sha. Okay, she's knocking her away. Zazasa. Zazasa. Sliding back. Koeta hazuda. So, as for me, you ought to have surpassed. I ought to have surpassed you. 100年の隔絶は貴様に衰えを 私に力をもたらしたはずだ。Okay. Kakuzetsu. As for 100 years of kakuzetsu, isolation, as for 100 years of isolation or separation, to you or by you, otoroe, weakening, declining. So as, yeah, and to me, strength motorashita, which is going to be like piling up or amassing. Motorashita. No, mota. Yeah, motarasu. Bringing about strength to me ought to have done. So 100 years of isolation ought to have weakened you and brought about strength to me. Go on. それなのに、なぜ? In spite of that, why? How? 貴様はまだ私の前に立っている. As for you, still in front of me standing. So then why, how, in spite of that 100 years of isolation, are you still standing in front of me? 貴様はまだ私を支配し続ける. As for you, still me continuing to control. Or, yeah. Like, how are you still continuing to control me? 答えろ, Yoruichi. Answer, Yoruichi. Reply. Okay, there's our, I guess, splash page. Oh. There we go. It's a flashback. Yoruichi. Okay. So we're flashing back. All right, some sort of procession. あれが見えるな. That thing is visible, isn't it? Like, you can see that, can't you? Shaolin. Shaolin? That's like Shaolin. Like Soifon. They're Chinese-sounding names. Tenshihei Solban. It is Tenshihei Solban. Heaven something soldier equipment. Tenshi. Tenshi normally means like angel, but that's not the right character. Heavenly gift. Imperial gift. And Hei Solban. That might actually be a word too. Hei Sol again is like, maybe we're not going to see that as Hei Sol. Maybe Solban. Nope. Okay. This is like either soldier equipment duty or turn. Anyway, heavenly gift, whatever. It's like a title. So someone is saying like, you can see it, can't you? Shaolin. That. Tenshi Hei Solban. Shihoinke no musu himegimi da. Himegimi. That's like princess or female. Himegimi. A daughter of a person of high rank. It's that of the Shihoin family. We've already talked previously about what Shihoin means. It is the Four Maple Institute. And so this is the crest. You can see two of the maples there. We've seen that several times now at this point. This must be Shaolin. Izure Keigun no Osa tonaru o kata da. izure, is that like sooner or later? At any rate, yeah. At any rate, sooner or later, at some point in the future, the punishment army, the execution army's leader will become person. Okata. Okata is a kind of a polite way to talk about someone. Osa, as a noun, using this is like chief or leader. Yeah. So basically saying that's the person who's going to become the leader of the keigun. Omae wa ano kata no te ashi to nari. As for you, that person's limbs becoming inochi o toshite ano kata ni tsukusu no da zo. Isn't that to gamble or to risk one's life? Inochi o tosu. Inochi o tosu. Yeah. Okay. To risk, to stake, to wager one's life, risking your life, and to that person, it's like using up, meaning to expend. Like you're going to expend your life and wager your life for that person. Tsukusu. Yeah, to exhaust, to devote or to serve. But kind of the same thing, really, right? Exhausting, devoting to that person. Okay, serving that person. Yoi na, it's good, isn't it? Shaolin. Hachimete no deai wa. As for the first encounter, this is now narration. Kami to no taiji ni chikakatta. As for the first encounter, it approached taiji ni with like God. Taiji ni. Taiji in this sense is this one, confronting. Okay, so like it approached confronting with God, or like coming into encountering God. So the first encounter was like approaching God. Oh boy. So presumably this is Soifon narrating here. Daidai shokei ansatsu o nariwai to shi tsuzukete kita kakkyu kizoku fonke. Okay, fonke is the Fon family. So her family, Saifon. Or so whatever her name is. Soifon. Okay, so Daidai. Oh, for generations. For generations, like execution, assassination, nariwai, occupation, as that continuing to do, a lower class noble family, Soifon, the Soifon family. Okay, so the Soifon family, a lower quality or lower level noble family that continued to serve the role, do the occupation of assassination and execution for generations. Ichizoku subete, keigo ni hairi, shogai o sasageru sadame. I guess this is like the entire family. Yeah, the household, etc. All of the household, the entire Soifon family, or the entire Fon family, entering the, again, punishment army or the execution army and like serving entire life. Sasageru. Yeah, consecrating, devoting. And the sadame is like, that's just was the order of things. Yeah, that was the law, the arrangement, the decision. Tsuyosa koso ga kachi no subete. Strength itself was all of the like value. Yeah, the value, the worth, the merit. So strength itself, or strength in particular, was all of the value, I guess, of their service. Keigun ni hairu koto sae dekinu mono wa koto gotoku ichizoku o tsuihou sareta. Okay, so into the punishment army or the execution army, entering event, not able to do people. So if people were not, as for the people not able to enter into the execution army, altogether, the household like chased from. They were chased entirely from the household, or were made to separate. Sui ho. Yeah. Exiled, evicted. Eviction was done altogether from the household, from the family. Watashi wa sono kudaime. As for me, that 9th generation, 6人兄弟の6番目として生まれ、敬語へと入った。6 siblings, the sixth person of 6 siblings, so she was the youngest, as that was born and into the punishment army entered. Okay? Oh, Fon, that's the family name again. Fon, Shaori no na wa Nyudanji ni sute. As for the name Shaolin Fon, entering the group time, at the time I entered the clan, I guess this is going to be like, threw it away. Sute. Yeah, to cast aside. It's kind of the older, this would normally be suteru. This is probably just like an older form. Okay. Soul soba. No, soul sobo. This is something about like a great-grandmother. Soul soba no tsukatte ita soifon no go o tsuida. So soifon, the like used by great-grandmother. So sobo. Yeah, great-grandmother. That designation, I guess like suida, tsugu. Oh, inherited. Tsugu is to inherit, to succeed. Yeah. Well, I inherited the designation of soifon used by my great-grandmother. Keigun to wa Onmitsukido Daiichi Buntai. As for the thing called the Keigun, the punishment squad, it is a secret organization, number 1 Buntai, or the first Buntai. Daiichi squad team. Okay. 第一分隊。前後分隊ある。Oh, I guess like in all there's 5 squads. 御光の最高位. The secret organization's highest rank or the highest position. Okay, so what the one that she was in, I guess, was the highest rank of the 5. 任務は, as for the duty or the missions, 法に背いた同胞の処刑と暗殺そして、暗殺そして。As for the duty or the missions to the law, 背いた. It's just so, 背いた. Oh, disobeying. 同胞.
Hello there.
Brethren, brothers, fellow countrymen, etc. So, as for the duty, it was the execution and assassination of brethren that ran counter to the law. In addition, horo ni tai, well, we haven't heard hollows in forever. Horo ni tai suru sekko to senpei. Like acting against hollows and sekko and senpei. Sekko, scout patrolling, and senpei. At some point, I assume we'll get back to what I think is actually the point of this whole story. Vanguard, advance guard. So advance guard and point or patrol, scout against hollows. So assassination and all that, and doing stuff for the hollows. 5人いた兄のうち2人は1度目、2人は2度目。5人いた兄のうち. Oh, okay, so残る1人は6度目の任務で死んだ. Oh, okay. So this all culminates here. So like 5 people existing older brothers. Okay, right. So she's the 6th person of 6 siblings. So she has 5 older brothers. So like of my 5 older brothers, as for 2 people the first time, as for 2 people the second time, as for the remaining one, the 6th on the 6th duty died. So we don't really, right, it all culminates in saying this. So you work that back. She's saying of her 5 brothers, 2 of them died on the first duty, ninmu. 2 of them died on the second ninmu, and the remaining one died on the 6th mission, shinda. Okay, well, that horrible. Okay, presumably those are their graves. 悲しみはあったが、それ以上に彼らの力の無さを恥じた.
R.I.P.
Yeah, R.I.P. times 5. As for sadness, it existed, but more than that, in addition, their strength or the non-existence of their strength was hajita, was embarrassing or a shame. Yeah, to feel ashamed. So basically she's saying I sadness existed, but more than that, I was embarrassed, I was ashamed of their lack of strength. Their nasa. 彼女は, as for her, now I guess thinking about seeing Yoruichi. As for her, sono chosen taru Hakuda no Saide. Yeah, that's right. F, but like kick them while they're down. As for her, that chosen taru. Chosen. Oh, transcendental. Taru as a suffix means here something in particular that I'm blanking on. I don't think I'm going to be able to find it. Oh, here it is. After a noun, speaking of. Okay, so like speaking of that transcendence or that aloofness, as for her, Heigun ni kunrin shi tsuzukeru tenshihei soban shihoinke no 22代目にして初めての女性投手. Okay, so as for her, speaking of that transcendence or that aloofness with a Hakuda no talent. Hakuda. Is that right? Hakuda? That is right. Hakuda. Hakuda no talent. Have we seen that? This looks familiar, but I can't place it. It means literally like white strike or white shooting. With that talent of Hakuda into the punishment army, Hunarin. Reigning or control, continuing to reign or control as the Tenshihei Soban, that's the title, the Shihoin family's 22nd generation, the first female leader. Okay, so that all comes together. As for her, she was the first female leader as the 22nd generation of the Shihoin family, serving as the Tenshihei Soban, continuing to, again, reign or control the punishment army with a Hakuda no talent. Hakuda. The English went with hand-to-hand combat for what Hakuda means. Okay. At least as far as I can tell. Koki ni shite kare. Okay. Like as a high noble? Koki? Koki. This is going to be hard to find. There it is. Yeah. As a noble or as a high class kare, which is like graceful, elegant, or something. Splendorous, magnificent. そして、恐ろしく強かった and terrifyingly strong she was. 彼女は私の目指すすべてを持っていると感じた。My 目指す Oh, aiming, have an eye on. My aiming, everything holding, like having that feeling. As for her, Kanjita. Yeah, I guess like as for her, it felt like, I guess, it felt that it was holding all of my, like what I was aiming to do or whatever. Or everything that I was aiming at. Hey, Dreamy, how's it going? There you go. Quality literature. And we're in a flashback. So story within a story. Akogareta. Akogare is like yearning. So like yearning, desired. Kyoretsu ni, fervently. Cosplay. It, you know, a little Doctor Who, a little demon player for Bleach. Totally normal. Strong and tense. Akogareta. Yeah, yearning, or like desiring, longing intensely. Sono kanjou wa mohaya akogare o koete. As for that emotion, that feeling, it was already, or like too soon, quickly exceeding a yearning. And suhai ni chikakatta. It approached suhai. Worship, adoration. Okay, let me double check akogare. Akogare. I thought that meant yonging. Oh, aspiration too. Okay, so you could look at that more like aspiring. So shifting from aspiring to worshiping is kind of where she's going, rather than say yearning or longing. But there we go. Okay. Well, then apparently at some point it became more than that. Soifon maerimashita. Oh, that's her. She's saying I've like she's calling herself. Soifon, her name, visited, like I've arrived. Gudan cho kakka, army squadron leader, your excellency. Maybe there's a better way to boil that down. Gundan is just going to be army unit, the army corps commander. Your excellency, the corps commander. Kakka usually means like your excellency. Okay. Oh, kita ka? Oh, you came, did you? Hanashi wa kiite oru ka no? As for the story, or as for a story, like you heard it? I'm the leader of the Otaku. Welcome. Dozo. Okay, so notice, right? She's being very polite with her introduction here. Presumably this is maybe like the first time they're meeting. She's being very polite, Soifon, and Yoruichi is being Yoruichi. And she's like, oh, you came, right? We get Mashita, very polite phrasing, the Kakka, your excellency. And she's just like, oh, you made it. And did you hear the story? Ha! Yes, ma'am, or yes. このソイフォンより、これより、心身のすべて、心身のすべてを捧げ、軍団長閣下をお守りし。Okay, so yes, this soifon, more than this, 心身のすべて. This is not the normal subete. This, okay, body and soul. Okay, what is this subete? That's not the normal kanji. It is... all or turbidity. I guess we're going here with like all, like the idea of like everything. Yeah, like with all one's might, everything. So actually, maybe this is an expression. Shinshin no subete. Let's check that. Like all my body and soul. Okay, it's not coming up, but that's what this means. Devoting all of my body and soul for the corps commander excellency and protecting and doing protection. Okay, 入団から7年目. From entering the unit, from entering the group, the 7th year, 私は統括軍団長長属の護衛軍に入った. So I guess like in the 6th year from entering the squad, as for me, the 統括軍長, Tokatsu here means control, like supervision of the corps commander's chokuzoku, direct control of the goeigun, the like a goei is like a guard or or an escort, goeigun. So the goeigun would be like the guard escort army entered. Okay, so again, putting that together, in the 7th year, since from entering the unit, meaning the punishment squad or the punishment army, she's saying she entered the guard like army of like direct control of the leader, meaning Yoruichi. Okay. Kakka wa yose. As for kakka, stop. So stop calling me kakka. Again, kakka is like your excellency. Katakurushi. It is like stiff and like painful. Yeah, it's formal, ceremonious, stiff. Motto kudakete yonde yoizo. All the more, I guess, like lower it, and calling is good, you know, Yoruichi-san toka. So all the more like lowering and calling is good. Things like Yoruichi-san. Meso mo gozaimasen. Meso. Extravagant or absurd. Basically, like, that's crazy. Out of the question. But notice she's still saying gozaimasen, so she's being very polite. Gundancho kakka ni sono yona. To the corps commander, your excellency, that manner or that appearance. So, それでは、Yoruichi様とお呼びしてもよろしいでしょうか? So, oh, I see. As for with that, Lady Yoruichi, even if calling, is that good perhaps? So she doesn't say, she said Yoruichi-san and things like that. Sama, she goes with Yoruichi-sama, which is much more, it's more polite certainly than san. So I go with lady to say rather than like Ms. Yoruichi. So like lord and lady. She still thinks sama is too polite. Okata yatsu no. A stiff or a hard person, aren't you? Ma yoi suki ni yobe. Well, that's fine. Call as you like. So basically, call me whatever you want. Washi wa, and again, right? So we see this. She refers to herself as washi, which is normally what old men call themselves. Washi wa onushi no chikara o mikonde koko e yonda no ja. Okay, so as for me, your strength, mikonde, like seeing anticipating, estimating, expecting. So as for me, like estimating, anticipating your strength or your power to this place called. So I called you here because of that. Yobikata nado nandomo yoi. Oh, the way of calling, like what you call me or whatever, whatever is fine. I don't care. Hataraki ni kitai shite oru zo. To work. Oh, doing expectations. Like I'm doing hope or expectations towards work. Soifon. Ha, hi. So yeah, yes, ma'am. Okay. Mayoi wa nakatta. Mayoi wa nakatta. As for hesitation or doubts or things like that, did not exist. Ureshikatta. I was glad. Tatakai no sanaka demo. Even in the middle of war or of fighting, tada so koufuku datta. It was just koufuku. Not happiness. Blessing? It was blessed. I guess happiness. Okay, happiness, blessing, joy. So even in the middle of fighting, even in the midst of battle, it was just koufuku, happiness, well-being. Kono kata no tame ni shino to. I guess this is like thinking, maybe. Thinking like, I will die for the purposes of this person. I will die for her. Nandomo nandomo tsuyoko kokoro ni chikai tsuzuketa. Strongly, yeah, I guess, however many times, over and over, however many times, strongly in the kokoro, in the heart, in the mind, spirit, continued to swear or to avow that I would, phew, that we're about to crash there. The vow is the to. So continue to avow that I would die for this person. Okay, we see a little bit of fun. Stealing food, that's a classic hijinks. Running. They're running. Notice this is the Naruto run, right? More humor. Did she cut her hair? Was that what's going on there? Aw. So they used to be quite close. Okay. Oh. Okay. Tozen datta. It was sudden. Anata wa wakare sura tsugeru koto naku watashi no mae kara sugata o keshita. Okay. As for you, like separating and the event of like announcing without that. So without announcement, separating. As for you, from my presence, you're erasing the form. As for you, you like erased your form from before me without notice. And wakare. Oh, parting and separating. And then tsugeru. To inform. Without doing that. Okay, so she left without telling anyone. Oh boy. Yokujitsu, the next day, 中央から伝えられた罪状は as for the like crime announcement that was transmitted from central. Chuo means central, but that probably means like a central organization or whatever. So the next day, as for the zaijo, the charges, meaning crime, as for the charges that were announced or transmitted from central, tsuiho zai. Okay, well, we saw tsuiho previously. That means to banish or desert. So the crime of desertion or banishment, Urahara Kisuke no Toso Hojo Oyobi. Okay, so Urahara, that would be the storekeeper, right? Kisuke. His Toso Hojo, which is like escaping. Toso. Yeah, flight, desertion, and Hojo is going to be like helping. Hojo, assistance. As well as, so the charges again, assisting the desertion, the flight escape of Urahara, and again, that the crime of desertion or whatever, as well as sono roken o osorete no shiso. That roken. That roken. That discovery, detection, exposure, fearing shiso. No, shiso. That's disappearance. Disappearance of like fearing that detection or that exposure, I guess. Okay. それにより、隠密機動総司令官職及び so I guess like from there on, それにより Yeah, I guess that's what like from that point or more than that, the secret organization commander kanshoku government service position as well as the Keigun Tokatsu Gundan Cho Shokukara from the punishment army. What's that? It was the commander position service. The Shihoin Yoruichi, so Yoruichi Shihoin, o Eikyu Joseki Suru Toyu. It's the thing called doing Joseki eternally of Yoruichi. Joseki. Removing the name, expelling. Okay, so again, doing the thing called expelling or removing eternally the name of Yoruichi Shihoin from all those positions. Buzama Buzama kiwa marinai monodatta. It was the thing of a whatever this is. Buzama, unshapely, unsightly, ki wa marinai. Extremity in the stream, in the extreme. Okay, so it was basically an extreme extremely unsightly, extremely unpresentable thing. それは, as for that thing, 神のごとくに敬愛した主君の明白な裏切りだった。Okay. Sorry, 裏切りだった. A betrayal. We don't get that till the end. So, as for that thing, by like God themselves, kei, devotion, respect and affection, Lord and Masters, and meihaku. We just saw that recently. Oh, evident, clearly, plain betrayal. So, as for that thing, it was a clear and evident betrayal of basically like a lord and a beloved, respected and affected, or with affection, Lord and Master of like a god, a veritable god. Okay. All right. Finally, we're back, and she's still mad. 私は貴様に失望した. As for me, to you did shitsubo. I thought shitsubo meant like despair. Yeah, despair or disappointment. Like I was disappointed by you. But the shitsubo has a sense of despair in it, not just disappointment. Kisama o nikumi noroi sae shita. Hatred of you, and I guess like cursed. I like cursed you. そして必ず貴様を超える力を身につけ and so, or in addition, without fail, exceeding you strength, a strength exceeding you, like obtaining. 私の手で貴様を捉えてやろうと誓った. Vowed to capture you with my own hand. 私は貴様を許すぬ。夜一. As for me, you will not forgive. Yoruichi. I will not forgive you. Oh, wait. How many pages are left in this? Okay. We're almost there. We're at an hour, though. 私は尊敬と信頼を裏切った貴様を絶対に Okay. My respect and trust betrayed you absolutely. Or certainly. So yeah. That's coming off of I won't forgive you. I won't forgive you. You who like betrayed my trust and respect. Definitely, I will not forgive you. 私は As for me, okay, Yoruichi is moving. Gan. Putty? Oh, okay. Okay, so she paused. Naze da. Why, or how, but why? Giri. Like gripping frustration. Naze. Why? Naze 私を連れて行ってく kudasaranakatta no desu ka? Okay. This is basically, why didn't you take me with you? So why me going and bringing along didn't do the favor of? Why didn't you take me with you? Aw. Yoruichi-sama, Lady Yoruichi. Aw. Okay. That is the end of the chapter. Oh, look, Radiocon, which no one cares about. Okay, what is this? Yeah, this is the program that ties my heart with you guys with a big fat chain. Radiocon. Baby, we have a special show. I'll be coming at you between chapter. Oh no, this is going to be our new art. You guys ready? Because I'm going to rock your world. Okay. Can't wait. All right, that was 159. 160, Battle on Guillotine Hill. We will catch that next time.